What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Monday, January 30th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. That is the only place you're going to get updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. And it's where I want you to ask me questions. Find the thread with this video in it. Tell me who you like. Tell me who you don't like. If you have any questions for today's slate, hit me up there. I'm answering them all day. Finally, BetMGM is the sponsor of this video. If you're looking for 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum and up to $1,000 in first bet insurance, follow the link in the description of this video. Now, we're rounding out the bottom of my top 10 with DeJounte Murray, Torrey Craig, Anthony Simons, my boy, Anthony Edwards, and Aaron Wiggins on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm going to JADEN McDaniels. He's small forward, power forward eligible, 5,100, projected for 25.5. The goal is 33.5, and he is in the optimal lineup 20% of the time. I gave him 32 minutes here. Does sort of make me a little bit nervous if Taurean Prince is back, but at the same time, that playing time is just going to be there, and I don't expect him to look as good at the end of the day as he does right now. 15% usage, 12 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, and 2 stocks. It is a pace-up matchup against a not very good Sacramento Kings defense, so I understand how all of this is working. We don't have any really good value options yet that remove these mid-tier pieces from the tops of lists in the morning. So JADEN McDaniels is here right now. I don't expect him to be this high by the time we get to 7 o'clock, but still a solid point per dollar play. Next up at number 4, I'm going to Nick Claxton. He's center eligible and 8,400, yet I still think he looks very interesting. Projected for 45, the goal is 50. He's in the optimal lineup 20% of the time. He's playing massive minutes. I gave him 34. It's possible there's no Ben Simmons, which makes it sort of like even easier to get to Claxton. He's a 1.3 plus fantasy point per minute guy in a matchup against the Lakers. This is a terrible, terrible Lakers team. No LeBron James tonight, no Anthony Davis. Claxton should dominate, and you see that in the stat line. 18 points, 12 boards, 2 assists, and 3.8 stocks. This guy is blocking every shot in sight, and it's not just a Brooklyn scorekeeper thing either. Even at 8,400, I know there's going to be sticker shock on that price tag. I think he's more than viable today against the Lakers. In at number 3, we have the newly minted point guard of the Detroit Pistons. That's ALEC BURKS, point guard, shooting guard eligible, 5K, projected for 27. The goal is 33. He's in the optimal lineup 20% of the time. I got him in for 28 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised to see 30 or 31 in a competitive matchup. The real problem here for BURKS is facing the Dallas Mavericks. Pistons lose 3.8 possessions below their average pace. That's kind of tough. That's how good of a play BURKS is. He transcends that. He's a 0.95 guy in 28 minutes, 15 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, just a balanced stat line. You get a stock. They're pretty big dogs, but if it stays competitive, BURKS is one of the few efficient scorers out there for the Pistons, and if he's doing that now from a starting role, I like what we're getting. Another guy that is ripe to fall down this list as value comes out, HARDAWAY Jr. in at number 2. He's shooting guard small forward, which really does help here. 5,300, projected for 27. The goal is 34. He's in the optimal lineup 22% of the time. It's a value thing. I got him in for 34 minutes. We know what Dallas is doing now with their starting lineup, and it's also possible that Luka Doncic doesn't play, at which point this won't look as crazy, but we're talking about a 0.8 fantasy point per minute guy, 20% usage, 16 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, and a stock. Now, the opposite side of this game, I said it's a bad pace spot for the Pistons. It's a great pace spot for Dallas. They gain almost 2 possessions over their average by taking on the Pistons. The Pistons aren't very good just in general. So I see the appeal for Tim Hardaway. But again, as value comes up, Hardaway is the type of guy that will fall in this list. But he still looks good right now. Before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. You got to follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. That's where I post my updates to these videos, and that's where I want your questions for the slate. Tell me your favorite plays, your least favorite plays, whatever you want to know for today. That's where you need to find me. Finally, BetMGM, 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum, $1,000, up to $1,000. Let's be very clear here, in first bet insurance, as long as you're following the link in the description. This one's easy for me today. Precious Achiuwa in the #1 spot. Power forward, center eligible, and that is why, by the way. 6,100, projected for 32. The goal is 38. He's in the optimal lineup 23% of the time. We're not going to have OG Anunoby, which means we're probably getting well over 30 minutes in a start from Achiuwa. I gave him 33 minutes. He's a fantasy point per minute guy, 20% usage, 15 points, 9.5 boards, so almost a double-double, an assist and a half, and basically 2 stocks. Pace neutral against Phoenix, but competitive. This is a 2-point line. The fact that you can put Achiuwa in at power forward with all of the center talent that exists is the reason that he's at the top, and he is going to be highly ranked all day. No chance that this one moves all that much. I expect him to be a top 5 guy no matter what. Precious Achiuwa is the #1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Monday, January 30th. DraftKings version is around here somewhere. Check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We are back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.